So we're now in November, 1 month to go until the wedding. Quite a bit to do. Today we're going to be cleaning up the site, pulling out any fallen branches and trees and logs and anything that can go through the chipper, dumping it in the stack, and then next weekend we'll rent that and get through it all.
Not having the best day. Hit my head earlier, fell over pushing down a dead tree, and now I've just been stung or bitten by something.
Oh.
Comes in threes. Hopefully that's that. It's been a good day cleaning up all of the fallen branches and things, getting it into the chipper pile. And now we're going to the tip with a trailer full of garbage.
So it's now Sunday, just me today. I'm gonna keep chipping away at the ground. I'm not 100% happy with it, and I'm just gonna get in with the rake and the spade and do it by hand. I'd just like to get it as good as I possibly can before we bring that chipper in, because I don't want to be wasting time neatening up the edges while we're paying by the hour. Spent about 2 hours trying to shape this up. This will be where the actual ceremony is in this little cutout here, so it needs to look pretty good. I wanted it flat. I'm just gonna wrap up the day with an hour or so with the brush cutter. It's not biting. That's what happens when you cheap out. Well, that's the problem. That's now 31 days until the wedding. Second weekend of November. It's been a hot week. I think it was up to 31 degrees yesterday. So the irrigation does work. You can see a really healthy strip down the middle, but on the edges, not so much. A little bit dry, a little bit thirsty. Let's give it a good soak. We couldn't get the chipper today, it was booked out, so we've had to delay it a week. So we thought we'd just come down, sort the plants out, and head home again. Just got down here to find this little precisely what I said.
Some of the apples are still alive and not doing too bad. Even though it's been half chewed off, but still alive. We've probably got maybe 3 out of the 6 still going. So, not too bad.
The backhoe's totally collapsed as well. Hoping that means it's just kind of slowly sunk because the hydraulic fluid is low rather than a catastrophic failure somewhere. So yeah, the hydraulics are very grabby. It's obviously gasping for fluid, so I need to get that topped up. Thought I had some in the shed, but yeah, empty. Kind of moving it around a little bit to kind of spread it as we go, but there'll still be a fair bit of raking. Yeah, it's not as fast through the wood as I'd hoped it would be, really. We've probably got, I don't know, a quarter, if that, through the stack, and probably about a third through this pile, so certainly nowhere near the halfway point. Head home, come back tomorrow, try and get another full day on it. We'll finish off this one because we need to get rid of this, all the branches and leaves, and then once that's finished, see how much of that we can get through. Second day with the chipper now. We're both a little concerned that we're not moving fast enough, and we're kind of limited by how much the chipper can do. It's the speed of that that's the issue, rather than not having enough hands or whatever. Spend a lot of time just waiting for it to kind of chew through what you're putting in, and it does kind of create a bit of a queue, unfortunately. I mean, you know, we've got through a lot, but I don't think 2 days with it's enough, and we can't really afford to rent it for another day or two. So yeah, we're just gonna have to do what we can and hope for the best, really. How are you feeling, Luce?
Knackered.
Yeah, it's two of us. We do have a lot of chips here. They're not all spread out to the right spot yet. Yeah, we didn't quite get through that pile, and we certainly didn't get through that pile. Well, my parents arrive next weekend, so one more week of work, and then I'm on leave for a couple of weeks, so we'll be able to get a lot done.
So Wednesday morning, I've come out to this area today. A friend from work had her car stolen last night, who lives down the road, and she had 2 baby orphaned fruit bats in the car that she has been nursing, so it was very distressing for her. So I came out to try to look for them, and the car was found, the babies were found, so that's all good, thank God. So now I'm just out here to water the plants, and much to my chagrin, our last apple tree has just been annihilated. It's like completely gone. They're bloody crafty, these wallabies. It's a shame, but never mind. Lesson learned. Try again another time. It's my first time back down since we did the chipping, and it really does look awesome. It smells great too. And we have the first flower. Beautiful little nasturtiums. These definitely won't be flowering anytime soon, but they'll look great. Just nice having greenery down here.
So we're getting towards the end of November now, and the weather's rolled in, exactly what we needed. Loads of rain, loads of water, but Mum and Dad are here. So we can start getting some serious work done. I'm now on leave until the wedding, so every day is going to be a work day. We've got propagation station happening over here, and we're moving logs over this side. I'll go to the last point and then turn off and see how far I can keep.
See how far it goes, yeah.
Missed up the nice floor.
That was another hard slog today, the third day with the chipper, but I think we're done now. That'll be the last of it. It's slow going. We're supposed to have storms tomorrow, so we don't know how much we'll be able to get done. I'm sure we'll find something to do. So it's now the 1st of December, and I'll admit I've been a bit slack on the videoing. The weather's been absolutely dreadful the last few days. We've had tons of rain. The entire site is flooded. Again, we've got puddles everywhere, and it's not looking promising, to be honest, with just 1 week to go. But we'll do what we can. We bought a load of more marquees and tried to increase the size of the one that we've hired for the wedding. So what can you do? It's now Sunday, 6 days to the wedding. We're back down again to work on the bus, just me and Dad. We got 2 of these put in yesterday. They're looking fantastic. Makes a difference, we can just hide all the junk behind them. We even got one of the power points in as well. So it's all coming together. Feels good to work on the bus again. Got the little free generator I picked up, doing its thing. What are we doing here?
We're cutting out this panel for the wheel arch.
Just did it by eye, right?
Yeah.
Looks all right. That's every panel on. What difference? We're now just trying to neaten up this back area, hide this a little bit, stop any injuries.
Boxed in.
Nice.
Little sunflower updates. They are doing really, really well. And we do have some heads developing on a lot of them. And these ones are looking incredible, but not too confident that any of them are going to flower in time, which will be a shame, but never mind. We've got some very pretty baskets happening as well, so at least they'll look good. We shall see. Tomatoes are going really well.
It's now the Monday for the wedding, 5 working days left. All hands on deck. We've just moved the cable drums and the pub bench table into the sun, given them sand and a coat of varnish. It's had a clean and a lick of paint. Wearing its tuxedo. It's a job I've been threatening to do for months. Looks much better. That was an adventure, huh? We managed to get a couple of ton more wood chips from a generous neighbour. We had to load it ourselves, he wasn't that generous.
And we had to pay for it.
And we had to pay for it. But still, we got a lot for our money, really. It's about on the trailer's limit, I think. Not strictly legal, huh?
Leave it on there now. That's it. Slower! Slow. You're off. We're clear.
So the final days of prep leading up to the big day saw us building bars and getting hundreds of luces plants down to the block to make it look as pretty as we could. On the day of the wedding itself, it hacked it down. But thanks to some amazing friends, we worked super hard leading up to the moment just before Luce arrived to mitigate as much of that damage water ingress as we could. And we had a wonderful time. It was just such a great day. We loved it. Everyone seemed to have a good time regardless of the weather. And it was a huge success by all accounts. And yeah, it's certainly something we're not going to forget anytime soon. But the good times were short-lived, because a couple of days after the wedding, when I was taking the hired generator back to the hire shop, Disco decided to chew its transfer case up, and luckily Mum and Dad gave me a hand to limp it back, and it fully gave out halfway into the driveway. Fortunately, I managed to find a replacement transfer case in a local wreckers that afternoon, so hopefully it's a good unit. It's untested, so whatever, it can't be worse than the one I've got in there. And here I am on Christmas Eve, about to get stuck in, taking the old one out and seeing if I can get the new one in. It's a pig of a job. It's not very fun. I've been putting it off for a couple of weeks now, but I'm gonna have to do it at some point because not having a car has been a bit of a hindrance. Yeah, it shouldn't look like that. Well, unfortunately the rain's rolled in, so that'll be the end of it today. It's now the 27th, a few days since I've touched it, back from Christmas with the family. it's out, that's halfway there. What a mess. There are a few things I need to move over from this one, so handbrake assembly we'll have to go over. This mount as well. Let's go and see how bad it looks inside, huh? It used to be gear. Well, this is the obvious bit. Not much can be done about this. Completely stripped. To be honest, it's a miracle I got home. So the seal that was leaking, the root cause of all of this, was this, the rear output seal. If I just addressed it at the time, could have avoided a whole lot of trouble. Yeah, don't put these kind of things off. So I've got the new shoes already. I've just got all the handbrake off the old one, onto the new one. New shoes, everything else was salvageable, so just scrubbed it up until it was sparkling. So the box is in. Not easy, it took a long time, most of the day. That's definitely the hard bit done, but now I've got a lot of work putting everything back together. Linkages, breathers, prop shafts, handbrakes, exhaust, and then got to put all this back together as well. So yeah, probably not going to be today, but I'll be able to get a fair bit done. We do it because we love it, don't we? Got all the levers in, linkages, some of the wiring, handbrake cable got yanked from that as well and it fell off the jack, so I have to take the handbrake apart and resettle that. Right, it's the last weekend of January now. This was the clip that broke on the last one. I couldn't buy it on its own, so I had to get a whole new handbrake cable. Hopefully that's the last thing now, so it meant I had to delay it yet another week. Got the new box, got it oiled up, got the props on, exhaust back in, everything's ready to go. Went to start it, the immobiliser's not letting me. I don't have the bypass that you need for this. So not the best start to the year, but these things happen, right? Old cars. I've had to order an immobiliser bypass from the UK, so that's not going to turn up until the middle of Feb. So I guess that's the end of the road, and hopefully it'll be up and running next month. Thanks for watching. See ya.